this video about an experience in a Formula Ford car that I had the other day at Sydney Motorsport Park. It was held by Anglo Motorsports Australia alongside Adrenaline.com. So essentially you get strapped into a single-seater Formula Ford car, one tier above a go-kart, and yeah, essentially the guys at Anglo will take you through a video briefing. One of the higher ups there takes you through most of the what to expect, so what to look for on the track. You got the flags, the racing lines, they'll show you the track layout itself. It's I believe the Amaru circuit at Eastern Creek. Yeah, so the braking points, turning points, when to overtake, when not to, and whatnot. We also did a physical briefing, so one of the guys there after the video, he would pretty much go over all the rules and pretty much give us a little test on what to expect. So yeah, it was pretty good. It was almost felt like a pre-race briefing in a way. You had all the drivers in a room, were all listening and asking questions and whatnot to the guys in the briefing. We were then paired up into groups for our different heights, so we all got different cars. The pedal boxes are a bit closer, a bit further away, depending on how tall you are. So there were 3 different cars there on the day. After that, we got suited up. The lady there gave us our race suits. We got our race boots and everything as well. Fit our helmets on and see what's what. We got to go. They had a Formula Ford car around the front. The guys would just show us what to look for, how tight and cramped it is in there. It's incredible how small it is. We also got to see you would have the shift on the right and what to expect before you got in the car. We also went for a lap around the circuit in a 4-wheel drive with the state champion for the team for Anglo, and he pretty much showed us what was said in the briefing, but in a physical sort of matter. So yeah, very good experience. I'd highly recommend it. And yeah, here's some footage from the track. Here's me jumping into the Formula Ford car. I had number 32. You can just see how ungraceful it is trying to get into one of these things. It's incredibly tight and compact. You don't understand until you jump into it. So the guy was just telling me to depress the clutch pedal to see how if I was comfortable or not, because you don't want to be uncomfortable in there. He gave me some foam just so it would prop me upright and make me comfortable. So then he sent me on my way. So unfortunately all the audio is just pure wind noise, so there won't be any use. You can hear it sometimes at low speeds, but it's not really useful. So I thought I'd just talk through this. Pretty much my thoughts and feelings when I was in the car itself. Luckily I know the track. I've been around it in a road car a handful of times in a handful of years, from like 2015 to this year, for example. So I kind of know the layout. I also have the mod on Assetto Corsa for this circuit. I'll try to find the link for it. And yeah, I got the Skip Barber car. It's a baby formula car in the United States. I believe it's a 2-litre Mazda engine. They do have little wings on them, so there is a little bit of downforce, but they do feel incredibly similar. The way the car slides around, and you can maybe snatch a brake here and there, and the braking point's almost identical. Although there are sequential gearboxes in those in those cars. These are old H patterns. So essentially we were told to pretty much stay in third gear for the whole circuit. I was going to try to experiment around this section right here, the tyre left, right, left, but there was really no need to. It was more if you kept the momentum going, you could really keep the speed, and there was no need to change gear. So here's the first flying lap I'd done, a 41.89, respectable. I'm just feeling my way through it. You can still see I'm trying to find my way. I'm lifting off very early and braking very early, still into this corner in particular. I didn't really want to bin the car in the gravel straight away, like there was no real point. I wanted to just find a rhythm. You know, if I was braking early and lifting off early and braking early, I was fine with that. As long as I kept good momentum in the first, say, 5 laps. It was 10 laps. Unfortunately, it was only 8 flying laps, so they counted the in and the out as a lap each, which is unfortunate. But yeah, so coming up to the second flying lap at the end of the cone, 40.56, 1.33 faster. You find a lot of confidence pretty much straight away. I was lifting off here and then braking here. The brakes were very, very good. I've never driven a race prepared car that's above a go-kart, to be honest. I've only driven go-karts on a racetrack, like in anger. So it did feel very similar to a go-kart. The way, especially around this corner, the car would slide a lot. It was always sort of on the limit, and you would have to be very careful. I think I have a moment here, yeah, twitchy. You have to be very smooth. Look at the inputs on the steering wheel. It's only a few degrees either way, at most. So the smoother you are, the faster you can go. There you go. I've chopped off another second, a 39.66 on lap 3. So holding it flat all the way here, it was hitting just under red line here, so you didn't even have to change it to fourth. So the gearing was good. You could pretty much be flat as soon as you exit the apex of that corner. This one you have to lift off, but keep at least 40-50% throttle just to maintain. Flat on the gas right now, flat, brake hard, hold it, and then come up very slowly so you don't get any rear locking. Coming through here, again, look, you can see how the car's trying to skate away from me and slide. You've got to be very careful. If you feel the slide and you go opposite lock, it'll just dart you into the wall. You've got to be very careful. Another second chopped off, a 38.52. Gaining momentum every single lap. Tyres warm up as well, brakes warm up. I pushed it a bit on that corner there, and flat straight away. The guys were saying be very easy, wait for a straight line and then accelerate, but it didn't have that much power, and also you're down in third gear. It was fine. So up ahead there's a guy I'm coming to lap. You could have 2 cars on the track at one time, and they would say you have to overtake. So the guy, he's getting an overtaking flag, so he has to move over to the left on this straight coming up, and he lets me by. I was fairly lucky with that, because sometimes they were saying that the guy in front might not see it, and you're not allowed to overtake anywhere else on the circuit. So you would have to stick behind and possibly waste your time. They do compensate you though if you get stuck behind them, so they give you an extra lap. I did back off a little bit when I was overtaking him. I wasn't sure if he was going to swerve or anything, so I believe this lap is a little bit slower. But trying to be consistent at the same time. Twitchy on the outside there. And yeah, getting a bit overexcited at times. But trying to stay smooth, that's the main thing. This corner here was a lot of commitment. It was very scary, but it was like very, very rewarding at the same time if you got it correctly. Brake in a straight line, brake, ease off it, hit the apex, don't wash out too wide there because you got to turn back into this corner here. There's no need to touch the curbs there.
41.
A 10th down on that lap. Still very consistent. You can clip the curb on the inside there. Try not to run too wide. Don't need to touch that curb there, but keep it straighten up as much as you can. Smooth. All about consistency, all about being smooth around that corner in particular. You can see how small the track actually is. So it's more like a go-kart track in a way. Very small, twisty. Some high-speed corners, which is good. So lap 8 was the last flying lap I had done. It was 4/10 slower, and I had got the checkered flag. So this was my in lap essentially. So I thought I'll push it as much as I can, braking very hard there, taking more curb than normal, taking some curb on the outside, pushing it, seeing what I can do. I tried to go flat around here, and I did lift off a little bit, and I got a bit of lift off oversteer. And I thought after that, that's it. I'll back it down because I was coming into the pits. So, a great experience. I'd highly recommend it. I hope this, if you're going to do this event, you found this interesting. So, thank you.